Gemini, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for mid-November 2022. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as usual and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's up for the lovely Geminis. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Let's shuffle it up. Talk to me, my guides. What do we got for Gemini here? Mid-November. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always very interesting. Let's get this first card out here. What's up with Gemini, please? And thank you. Nice and quick, please. There we go. Thank you. So this is a very good idea or fruitful thought or imagination. I really, really like this card. Regardless of what's in the rest of the reading, this is one of my favorite oracle cards to start. Now, before we start peeling the layers back on that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the November subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading, enough of the promo. If you look at the image of this card, it's a little strange, right? You see that woman there, she's wearing a mask, but there's a literal tree sprouting out of her head. So the fact that the tree is bearing fruit, yeah, it could speak of a very active imagination, good ideas, or thoughts that are bearing fruit. Notice there's also books, so there's an underlying tone of knowledge here as well. So some of you might be on some sort of knowledge quest, knowledge acquisition, learning new things, very similar to a page. But just know your mind could be a little more active in a positive way here. You might be having good ideas, whether that's good business ideas, good job ideas, monetary things, creativeness. So this is good. I like it. So that's an active mind in a positive way. So if that is the case, put it to good use. But let's get into tarot. I always say that card doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a footnote. We're going to get you 3 in the upright. Before I get the intuitive, juicy messages going, let's shuffle it up for Gemini here, please. See what's going on for my friends. So, last week's reading, it was titled A Karmic Ending, okay? There were a lot of karmic cards, and there were things about cycles ending, and life is all about that, right? Beginnings, endings, in-betweens, it's all one big journey, and it all kind of fits together. So if you did have some sort of ending or a cycle closing out, hopefully it wasn't too rough. Maybe it was a positive ending, because that is possible. But we were seeing things come to a close last week. So we're going to hope for some optimism here and see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, of course. Let's get these first 3 out. You could be seeing your energy or other people in your circle. Okay, so just apply it as needed. All right, so we're starting off with a bang here, Gemini. Big card of communication. We have the 8 of Wands in position number 1, literally starting with a bang. Okay, and it doesn't surprise me. I've been seeing fiery energy around Gemini for weeks now. Let's get 2 more. Thank you. Okay, another karmic card showing up. We have the 7 of Pentacles. So we have a stop-go type of energy, or starting hot and slowing down. Let's get 1 more. I could already tell this is going to be a nuanced type of reading, Gemini. Okay, so we do have the Devil on the back end. There might be a warning here for us to heed. So let's just take it 1 card at a time, my friends. I'll go through, give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. And you know we'll get that juicy, intuitive stuff. But in position number 1, we have the 8 of Wands. We have a lot of Earth showing up here as well with the 7 of Pentacles and the Devil card. So the 8 of Wands, usually depicting 8 arrows cutting through the sky. To me, this is one of the fastest moving cards in the whole entire tarot deck. So it could speak about action, movement, speed. This is one of the biggest cards to me, if not of forward momentum, forward progress. It's a card of communication. So this could be speaking about conversations, talks, messages of importance or seriousness sometimes. But we really want to clarify to really narrow down what this communication could be speaking about. Could just be a message coming your way. So I find it intriguing that we start off with a bang. Now, as we move over, we have the 7 of Pentacles. So all that speed, all that action, all that fire that we saw with the 8 of Wands is kind of coming to a dead stop here. Okay, so whether that's you putting a stop to something or something stopping overall, the 7 of Pentacles is a card of patience, right? You always see a person sitting by a tree that's growing pentacles. So whether it's something that started off quick or you're in a situation where there's a lot of stop, go, stop, go, stop, go, that's kind of the vibe we're picking up here. To me, this is a card that does connect with nature as well. So it could speak about gardening, connections to nature. Patience is a virtue, is something that pops up when we think of this card. But the biggest thing I always think is you reap what you sow. That's why I always say this is a karmic card. So what you put forth, you get back in return. So we're still seeing the karmic cycles like we saw last week. So I really want to clarify that. That could be a super important card in this week's spread. Now, moving to the very back end, we have the devil. So as I was saying, there might be something you need to put a stop to. That's a possibility. The devil energy could be it. Now, this card, it could represent a Capricorn in your life. Now, it's not saying that all Capricorns are devils. It's only due to the goat symbolism. But aside from that, if this isn't a Capricorn in your life, when we see the devil card, we think of a lot of different things. This could represent addictions. This could represent somebody who is like really attached to the material aspects of life. This could be overindulgences of any kind. This could be toxic behavior like jealousy, obsessiveness, somebody that likes to get rises out of other people. This is fighting. And it could just be an over-obsessive type of mind state as well, like overthinking. But literally, it could just be a habit. If you're seeing this devil card and it's resonating with you, you know what or who that represents. And we do have possible energy of that coming to a stop. I really want to dive deeper on it because that could be a warning. Let's do that. We're going to jump in and clarify. All right, so let's get a good shuffle here, see what's going on for my Geminis, please and thank you. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot because, as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's see what's up with that Eight of Wands. And as always, if you read tarot yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Gemini from this spread, you can drop it down in the comments. I don't mind. All right, Eight of Wands time. What's up? Let's Eight of Wands here, please. Thank you. Okay, so we do have the Four of Cups showing up on the reverse side. So, yeah, there could be something you've either been pondering or thinking about wanting to say that actually comes out. Or if this is somebody else wanting to talk to you, or they've been strategizing, planning, wanting to say something, thinking about it, that could absolutely happen. A big thing I'm picking up here is something coming out of the realm of thought into action. So I'm picking up heavy, big, I don't want to say the word massive, but just some big action is about to take place here. Something's coming in, okay? And it could be of the conversation type, because in this deck, we have the front end, we have the back end. When I get the back end of the Four of Cups, it's like, okay, I'm not waiting around anymore. I'm not biting my tongue anymore. I'm going to say this. So for a portion of you, it could represent an important talk, a serious talk, absolutely. But just know that there is some sort of big action coming in, or something coming out of the realm of thought into the material world here. And I really want to see how the rest of it plays out. But you could be having various different types of important or serious conversations when we have this. So let's see what's going on. Big action, strong action right in the front end. Someone's about to make a move here. But let's see what's going on with that Seven of Pentacles. I don't want to over-talk that. So why is the Seven of Pentacles here for Gemini? Maybe it's still those karmic energies lingering over. That's very possible. Thank you. Yeah, double sevens right down the center. We have the Seven of Swords. Big warning here. Big warning here. This is Spirit telling you to really take your time on things. If something seems too good to be true, it probably is. There could be someone around you, so beware of the company you keep in the circle around you, because there could be somebody doing things in the dark that you don't quite see here, Gemini, with the Seven of Swords in the upright underneath the Seven of Pentacles. Now, I will say this. This could be somebody incurring a karmic debt. This could be somebody like, hey, they've been Seven of Swords for a while, right? They've been doing things in the shadows. They've been doing things, lying, stealing, whatever it might be, in the shadows for a long time. And that karma will hit them eventually with the Seven of Pentacles. So, hey, maybe for some of you, it's the most optimistic thing. And You could be getting a lot of number signs that you should look into, omens, synchronicities. But for a portion of you, this is a big warning about the company you keep, because there could be somebody like doing something in the shadows. So just beware of that, especially since we have the devil. There's some warning showing up in this week's spread for sure. But whatever this person does in the shadows, just know that the universe is taking notes. Spirit is taking notes, and it will have its due. So we're going to keep moving over, because yeah, this could be karmic for sure. But I would beware of certain individuals around you. Absolutely, Gemini. So why is the devil here? Then we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow card. Why is the devil here for Gemini? Thank you. Quick. Okay. Yeah, there could be someone or something that's like sticking around that's extremely hard to shake. We have the Knight of Pentacles in the upright underneath this devil card. Now, of course, this is more earth sign type of energy, so that could be representing an earth sign, especially one that you might not be seeing eye to eye with. Okay, but to me, whatever this devil energy is that we had an important or serious warning about, you know, leading up to it, this could be spirit saying like, hey, this, like, listen, we get it. We understand this energy is very, very hard to shake and get a hold of. So whether it is an addiction for someone close to you, or this is someone's behavior, or it's an individual themselves, this is a very hard energy to shake, and I would be cautious about it as well. Like, this isn't something you want to shake up too quick. If that devil energy is hitting for you and it is someone or something around you, I would take this seriously. I would take this warning seriously and not shake things up too quickly, because that might not be the right move. Slow and steady. Don't cause any waves if possible. That's the vibe I'm picking up here. But for a big portion of you, yeah, there could be something that's been around for a minute that's very hard to shake, that sticks in the side like a thorn. That's kind of what this feels like to me. This devil energy is lingering here and needs to be resolved eventually. But let's go through and do a quick recap. We have a couple of warnings here, a couple of important or serious warnings, Gemini, that we should heed. And I always say that you should do more research on these cards, and especially with this spread. But if you kindly look in the box before we get the shadow card, in position number 1, we have the 8 of Wands with the 4 of Cups showing up in reverse. As I said, this is some sort of big action happening, somebody bringing something out of the realm of thought into the realm of action. Maybe it's something you've been wanting to say for a while. Maybe it's someone you've been wanting to talk to for a while, or somebody feeling that way about you, but this is something coming in, right? This is some sort of big action here, and it could cause a shakeup. For a portion of you, it can just be a lot of different messages or talks happening, important or serious ones, because that's the vibe I've been picking up. Now, moving to the center, we have the 7 of Pentacles with the 7 of Swords in the upright. Watch for the repeating numbers in your day-to-day life, because Spirit could be trying to guide you. But I was picking up the vibe of like watching the company you keep. There could be somebody doing something in the shadows that you don't quite see. But know that Spirit is taking notes. Like, this is a big warning about those you surround yourself with. There could be someone that's a little shady here, but Spirit is taking notes, and this person will pay a karmic debt. That's for sure. On the back end, we have the devil. We have the Knight of Pentacles in the upright. So this could be big issues with an earth sign showing up here. But to me, this energy just felt like it's extremely hard to shake. It's sticking around for a while. So we have multiple important or serious warnings showing up in this spread, that whatever this devil energy is, it can't be resolved by like making hasty action, hasty movements, or rocking the boat too much. This is Spirit saying like, yes, you can resolve this, whatever it is, but slow and steady is the route to go. So please take a screenshot of that if you want to look into it further. I'm going to get you one shadow card. For some of you, that devil Knight of Pentacles could just be a Capricorn in your life, okay? I don't always like to go worst case scenario, but we're going to get you one shadow card here. What's in the shadows for Gemini, please? And yes, my friends, this is just a nice little way for us to end off every reading. We're just going to see what's in the shadows for you real quick from this Shadowland Tarot. Thank you. All right. Yeah, we have the Ace of Wands showing up here, very fiery. And like I said, this is an energy I've been seeing for you in recent weeks. Tons of fire for the Gemini collective. Now, usually all aces are opportunities. If you look at the image of this card, it's a little spooky, it's a little scary. This can speak about blow-ups. This could talk about big blow-ups or tempers flaring, conflict. That's what I feel like here. For some of you, there's could be something revolved around like sexual appetite or desire, especially since there was a devil showing up here. So that might be something within the shadows you need to shine a light on here, like desire, lust, things like that. But the shadow side of the Ace of Wands, aside from that, is somebody that has like a very volatile or explosive temper. So just know, like, your BSO meter might not have a lot of playable room here. Like, somebody might get on your nerves quickly when we have this in the shadows. So Gemini, that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give the details of the November subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the October subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced the day after Halloween, November 1st. But for November, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Vice Versa Tarot once again. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things. As always, first, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, what are you most grateful for? 'Tis the season, am I right, my friends? That's all you need to do to enter. And at the end of November, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. My friends, as always, much love, and I'll see you next time.